Hello everyone, welcome to SwitchUp as we once again have a look at some of the games coming out for the Switch in this upcoming week. A big thank you to the team behind Big Rumble Boxing, Creed Champions for sponsoring this video. In this video we'll be having a look at some of the games releasing on the Switch from the dates of the 11th of September up until the 17th, as well as putting any at the start that we may have missed from previous weeks for whatever reason. So what's coming out this week? Well, let's find out. Already out on the Switch is the game from the team sponsoring today's video, and that's Big Rumble Boxing Creed Champions. This boxing game is of course based on the Creed movies, but also the Rocky franchise that spawned it, and includes a selection of 20 playable characters from across both series. You of course have Adonis Creed and Rocky Balboa, as well as other fan favourites such as Victor and Ivan Drago, Clubber Lang and Apollo Creed. You'll be following the story of how each legend came to be in arcade mode, reliving classic bouts from the movies and going for the knockout with combination punches, slips, blocks and dodges, as well as a super punch unique to each fighter. There is a versus mode too, which can be played in local multiplayer, and it includes some of the classic songs from both franchises, as well as some of those iconic training montages to boot. It's selling for £31.49 or your regional equivalents, which are on the screen now, and we have covered the full details of the game in a video earlier this week, so give that a watch for the full story. A link to it will be in the top pinned comment. Also already out is the Magister, which describes itself as a murder mystery card battler RPG. You'll be gathering clues and discovering motives as you investigate the death of your predecessor and unmask the guilty culprit. The gameplay is procedurally generated, meaning the events, clues, motives and the murder change with each playthrough, and tactical card-based encounters will put your combat and negotiation skills to the test, with your skills determined by the cards in your deck. It sells for £13.49, but there is currently a 15% discount available until the 16th of September. And finally, for the games already out, it appeared on the eShop just after last week's video uploaded, and that's NBA 2K22. The latest in the yearly basketball series to hit the Switch. This has the My Career, My Player and My Team modes, as well as more management based ones such as My GM and My League. It sells for £49.99 or your regional equivalent. The first of this week's games then is Cruis'n Blast, which is the 6th game in the Cruis'n series. These are of course racing games, and this particular entry first released in arcades in 2017. Now I'll be honest, I didn't know this particular iteration existed until the Switch version was announced at the Direct a little while ago, but I do have fond memories of both Cruis'n USA and Cruis'n World, the two entries that I have played quite a bit of. The Switch version of Blast includes nearly 30 tracks and 23 vehicles, which, if what I have read is correct, is more than the original arcade version, and it will include both local and online multiplayer. It will sell for £34.99 or your regional equivalent, and it releases on the 14th of September. Also this week we have Colours Live, which is a painting game which includes a variety of tools and paints to help you create your own masterpiece. You can use your fingers or a stylus, and the physical version comes with a Sonar pen which allows for pressure sensitive painting. There is a game mode called Colours Quest, which teaches beginners some of the basics via daily themes, and there is also an online gallery included for you to showcase your art. Now there was a version of this on the 3DS called Colours 3D, which utilised the 3D aspects of that console through drawing on 5 different layers to create the 3D effect. It was an absolutely fantastic piece of kit, and I put hundreds of hours into it. It was actually my most played 3DS game. I'll be watching this one with some intrigue and may pick it up at some point. It releases on the 14th. Next up is Mindcell, which is a third-person shooter selling for the cheap price of just £4. Set in a cyberpunk world, the main character is sentenced to become material for scientific experiments and must find a way out and try to recall what's happened to him. It promises a variety of locations, enemies and bosses, close combat clashes and some puzzle-based gameplay. If you are interested, it comes out on the 15th. Then you have Flynn, Son of Crimson, which is an action-adventure platformer with a really nice detailed pixel art style. You play as Flynn and embark on a journey with his mythical companion Dex as they fight to save their home from the evil in the Scourge. You will need to discover the power of Crimson Energy, which will power a variety of weapons and abilities, and you will also unlock elemental magic as you play. I do really like the look of this one, I must say. It has that very detailed style of pixel art which I feel is so effective. It's going to sell for £17.99 and is another game that releases on the 15th. Then we have one I know a lot of people are looking forward to, and that's Eastward. You'll need to combine the skills of protagonists John and Sam to take on unusual enemies and survive the deadly miasma. The blurb says jump aboard the cross-country railway which spans the decaying continent, stopping off to explore bustling towns, curious campsites and shady forests. Switch between your two characters to solve environmental puzzles and fight your way through formidable dungeons, fending off monsters and taking on ferocious bosses. Another game with that really beautiful and highly detailed pixel work. Let's hope this one hits the spot when it releases on the 16th. It's selling for £21.99 or your regional equivalent, but does have 10% off of that price up until launch. Also out is Rims Racing. This proclaims to be the first motorcycling simulation that combines realistic riding challenge with engineering and mechanics. It goes on to say that you can choose from the world's most powerful European and Japanese motorcycles, recreated with an unmatched level of detail, and you can dismantle all of your bike's parts to maintain them after a race or upgrade them and boost performance. It includes performance analysis, realistic physics, iconic circuits and a career mode. It does all sound very impressive, but personally I would just be erring on the side of caution, for now at least, because there is no trailer on the eShop and the screenshots clearly aren't from the Switch version. Hopefully though, I am being needlessly pessimistic, but I suppose we'll see when it releases on the 16th. And then we have Tales of Iron, which is a hand-drawn RPG adventure. You play as Reggie, heir to the Rat Throne, and must restore your broken kingdom by banishing the Frog Clan and their leader, Greenwort. It promises brutal combat where you'll be studying your opponent's attacks and reacting accordingly. You can customise your combat style, choosing weapon and armour types to suit your play, and you'll need to overcome some savage boss fights along the way too. Interestingly, Reggie is voiced by renowned voice actor Doug Cockle, no doubt best known for his role as the voice of Geralt of Rivia in the Witcher series, but he also voiced the lead character in a game called State of Mind, which I very much enjoyed. This definitely sounds interesting and will sell for £21.99 or your regional equivalent when it releases on the 17th.
Savior grew old, and the kingdom vulnerable once more. His people grew anxious, some claiming to perceive a faint odor in the air. Greenwort had returned.
Next is Nexomon. This is the first Nexomon game which had previously only been on Steam, iOS and Android, although its sequel, Nexomon Extinction, is actually already on the Switch. These are monster collecting and battling games, very similar to Pokemon in that respect, and there are over 300 Nexomon to catch and evolve. You have 7 starters to choose from, and there are 7 elemental types across all the Nexomon, each with its advantage over another. For fans of the genre or the formula of collecting, battling and evolving, this might be worth a look, especially at the asking price of £7.99, with a further 10% currently off of that price if you pre-order before launch. And finally for the week then we have a game called TOEM. This is a hand-drawn adventure game with quite an intriguing monochrome look and is seemingly based around problem solving using your camera. It says you will be chatting with quirky characters, solving their problems by snapping photos and making your way through a relaxing landscape. It definitely has an interesting look and perspective to it, but with a price of £16.19, albeit with 10% off until the 20th of September, hopefully there'll be enough there to justify that price. So there you have it then, another week of Nintendo Switch releases. Do any of these games interest you? Which ones will you be picking up, if any of course? Please do let us know in the comment section below. Another big thank you to the team behind Big Rumble Boxing Creed Champions for sponsoring this video. As I said, we do have a video already out on that game if you want to give that a watch, link in the top pinned comment, and there are further links there where you can buy the game should you wish. A quick thank you to our Patreons as always for your continued support, and to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Take care, and until next time, happy gaming.